a lot of people have been asking me, so you sounded really discouraged from all the slugs. What is your solution? So last video was a boost to the morale, showing that it is possible and we'd like to do it. Today is an answer. Today we are planting more corn. This is a backup. So I've decided that we need backups. That's the way to do it. One batch of corn doesn't work out, we learn from it and we can do another batch and set on another batch. So I planted today more cucumbers, more zucchini, and more corn because those are the most prone from experience. This, from this bag, is our own corn from previous years that we've used. Just dried it like this. This one was a tiny one, so that's why I saved it. You just dry it and then you just pop off the kernels and you put them in the ground. These are mine and these are the stores. Okay, very similar looking corn, and we're just going to take the corn stick them in the hole. Now the rule of thumb is, how deep do you plant? A seed is sort of like twice the depth of its size, or 3 times the depth of its size. So corn is a pretty big kernel, so I'm going to stick it in a little deeper than it is here. Now these soil blocks are amazing for so many reasons, because the air gets to circulate in between and the plants need air. It's easy to separate. There's no waste of plastic. It's just a really, really amazing system. You can order it on Amazon. Seed block, it's called. And also you moisten your soil well before planting, and the seed soil is already moist once you get to planting, which is really good. Okay, I'm just going to take a stick and stick them in a little bit more. I'm going to just cover it with some more potting soil. Okay, I think that's good enough. And we're going to tell them rest well and grow well. Okay, so we're having too many roosters. We have the black hen and Ginger is out in the other pen, so that's 2 down. We have one broody sitting on eggs, is 3 down. So I put 2 roosters in the pen that was empty here. 2 roosters, because it was too much for the hens to have so many roosters around. I am going to bring a shochet. We do eat the roosters. I know it's a shock to a lot of people, but I like to know what I eat, and if I can grow it, I'd like to grow it. So as soon as we get a shochet who can come, we have those 3 roosters, and 3 of these roosters are all going into the freezer. We do promise them a good life and 1 bad day, so that's the best we can do. We do eat meat. There's a whole Torah on it, why we say a shahakol and how we shecht and how we are raising up things by doing it and making a bracha afterwards, but that's for like a longer discussion. We have a bit of upsetting news. Turkey is not doing well, Mango. I just think he's dying. I spoke to the vet. There wasn't much I can do. I can give him like a sample and see what he has, but it's a problem because no one was able to go in and out. Yesterday was a total lockdown. I was waiting in line. She's waiting in line. Anyway, I have another chicken who was very pale comb and wasn't looking good at all. Very lethargic just today. Yesterday she was fine. So I'm gonna lice check for all the chicks, clean out the coop. The way we do it is I set up a sand bath. So there are a few ways to tackle this problem. First of all, I separated her out. I don't want it to spread if she has anything on whatever she has until I find out what it is. I treated her for mites with DE, which is diatomaceous earth, which is a mineral rock that kills all things. In here is a sand bath. They also have a sand bath here. That's how chickens keep clean, in a sand bath. I put in new sand, some diatomaceous earth, and wood ash. Wood ash from our burning of the chametz before Pesach. We used natural wood, and whatever was left I saved. And wood ash also is good in cleaning the mites and the lice out. So that's what I'm going to tackle. I'm going to tackle a thorough clean of the coop, and I'm going to sprinkle all the chickens with diatomaceous earth, and I hope that would be enough. All right, today, what are we doing today? So besides for taking care of our chicken that is not doing well and our turkey that's not doing well, cucumbers are going to get planted today. It's good to plant with cucumbers is dill. You know, dill cucumbers, dill pickles, right? So we're going to plant our dill, where is it? Here. The dill together with the cucumbers. According to halacha, you are not allowed to plant two types of vegetables in this within 15 centimeters of each other, or 18 centimeters of each other. But flowers, you're allowed to intersperse between vegetables. And herbs, you can, herbs I'm not sure, so I will space them 15 to 18 centimeters away from where I'm planting the cucumbers. We have borage over here too, and the cosmos, and I'm gonna also plant them on the outer ridge here in our new flower bed. I also have here lots of chamomile and the bee balm, which are also going to go out. So we're going to get started. Okay, so we have one cucumber in here, another one in here. I'm going to measure. This is 15 centimeters, so I'm going to do a little bit more than that and put a dill over here. Okay, I'm going to dig a hole. The dill, I want the dill, the shamil. And I'm putting the dill here because this is a bit of a shadier spot, and I think the dill would appreciate that. Beets. Okay, we have 2 trays of beets. I'm only doing 1 tray. The roly-polies are already coming out at it even before the night. They're so excited. So I'm gonna try to put a trap going down the middle of potatoes. That's supposed to help. We're just gonna come pick them out until they grow a little bit more. And maybe they don't like beets so much, so we'll be lucky. But we're gonna keep trying. Here's the squash. Squash is gonna go in over here under the hoops, and I'm gonna cover it with this material because a lot of white flies get into my squash. So hopefully the material will keep it. This is the corn. None of the chickens got in here today, so hopefully that will give them the boost they need to start growing. If you see, a lot of them are eaten from the tops, but it's okay. The beer traps I find worked a little bit. A lot less slugs when it's less damp and there was no rain for a few days, so I'm very happy about that. The beer traps, I mean, it's nice, but when I water the corn, then water gets into the bear traps, and then it's watering down the bear. So every time it's less and less. Do I really have to keep every night topping off the bear? It sounds a bit ridiculous. Meanwhile, I do come out every night and clean the bugs. I haven't been finding too many, but everyone counts. It is becoming a nightly job, and you can laugh. It is funny, but that's the way it is. All right, whoops, stuck. Where is it stuck? Oh boy. Okay, all that's left is to water it. All in all, it's been a really intense day with everything that's going on. Turkey, a quail, and a chicken all in one day, not doing well. Never had that before. I never had a chicken, besides for a penguin who just, I found her dead in the morning. I never had a chicken who looked sick from 1 minute to the next and just was doing so bad and there was nothing I could do. I never had that happen. So I'm definitely gonna go look into it and learn more and talk to the vet and see how I can prevent it and what medication I can have on hand just in case something like this happens again. And that's that. That's the update of today.